Do you know that when it comes to learning disabilities among children, it is not just about what the school is doing or what the school is not doing, but it is also more about what you, the parent, you are doing and what you are not doing. Do you know that as a parent, there are certain things you can do to help your child with learning disabilities? Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for watching me. Please, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video for others to also learn. Now we are going to talk about parental rules, or what parents can do to support children with learning disabilities in the house. The first thing you need to do as a parent is to understand your child. One thing is, if you are going through any form of challenge and you come to realize that someone understands what you are going through, it gives you some kind of comfort and relaxation. But if it happens that you don't seem to find anyone who understands what you are going through, even the very people you expect them to understand, like your parents, they don't understand and you cannot communicate with them, it's very draining. If you are a parent and you are learned, you can read. Then you can go online, read a lot about what your child is going through, get quality and enough information online to abreast yourself so that you can understand what your child is going through and know how best to support the child. The next thing you can do as a parent is to focus on what the child is good at, the strength of the child and not the weakness. You cannot tell me that because the child is not good at reading, good at maths, good at writing, the child is not good at anything, and so you cannot find anything good in the child. What is the child good at? Look at it, focus on it. It could be that this child is very good at cooking, weaving, sewing. It could be that the child is good at baking. The child is good at artwork. He does some artwork, then you frame it. You paste it somewhere that everybody who comes to the house will see. Sometimes the paintings that the child will do, you can even encourage the child to sell to some family members, some church members, just for something small, to encourage the child to do more. Let the child know that I'm proud that you can use your hands to do this. If the child is good at baking, whenever he or she bakes something, take it to church or his school to share with his friends. The child will be happy, will see himself to be useful. But if always I ask for you, the only thing you know how to do is food. Instead of you to go and learn maths, instead of you to know. Also, as a parent, be careful the words you use for your child with learning disabilities. Do you get it? Words have a lot of effect on an individual, especially children with learning disabilities. Already they are struggling and having low self-esteem. Then you also go and call them blockheaded. As for you are not good at anything, you use negative words on them. It will affect them a lot, and they will never put in effort to do anything. Do you get it? They might accept it. As for me, I'm not good at anything. My mom said I am blockheaded. My mom said I don't know anything, so I don't know anything. My dad said I'm this, and they will not try to even learn. Do you get it? And so be careful the words you use. Sometimes they will do things in the house which are very annoying, and you might want to insult them. Be careful, be patient, and be mindful of the kind of words you use on children with learning disabilities. Let your words be positive. Let your words be full of motivation. Let your words be full of encouraging the child to do more, to try. The child puts in effort to do anything good in the house. Applaud the child. Don't look at the results. Yes, he made an effort to read. He made an effort to organize in the house. He made an effort to do this, but he didn't do it well. The result wasn't good. Don't look at the results. Concentrate on the effort the child is putting in and encourage him and use positive words for him. Also, stop comparing your child to other children. And when I say this, I'm also talking about comparing the child to his siblings. All children are not the same. If he is 17 years and is not good at reading, but is good at artwork, It's the same way the child who is 10 years and is good at reading might also not be good at artwork. And so they all have something they are good at. So stop making the child who is not good at reading, math, science, and English, those areas, feel like he or she is a failure. The other child who is good at those things is better than him. Also, as a parent, reduce your expectations. Stop expecting too much. This time, I expect you to get 100 over 100. This time, I expect you to get A in all your... No. Allow them to go in their own pace and time. And with time, they will be fine. Make sure that you provide clear guidance for the child. If you want the child to sweep before washing, to lay the bed before sweeping, provide those guidelines clearly. Outline them step by step for the child. Don't just say everything together and expect the child to navigate. Do you get it? We call something task analysis. When you want to teach the child certain concepts, use task analysis, whereby you break the task into steps for the child. Do you get it? Example is, you want to teach the child how to brush his own teeth. The first step may be pick your toothbrush. The second step may be pick the toothpaste. The third step may be open the toothpaste. The fourth step may be squeeze the paste on the brush. The fifth step, you see, take the brush close to your mouth. The next step, open your teeth. You see, break it into that smaller bit for the child to follow. And have patience. Be patient with learners with learning disabilities. You need to have patience for them. Relax when you are teaching them something in the house. Don't be angry and frustrated that the child is not getting this. Relax for the child, and with time the child will get there. And also in the home, as a parent, make sure that you are consistent with your discipline in the house and be firm with it, but in all, do it with love. Some of the learning disabilities, as we've discussed, also includes the child not able to take discipline. The child doesn't understand when you say no. The child doesn't understand when you say yes. The child doesn't understand when you say keep quiet. The child doesn't understand, don't go to this place. Sometimes it's become frustrating, you want to give up, but no. Be consistent with your no and be firm with it. So don't use house chores as a punishment. And so if you don't keep quiet, I'll punish you. You will be the one to scrub the bathhouse. No. If you do that, the child begins to see those skills that he needs in life as punishment. And even while he grows, he thinks that this is a punishment. Scrubbing is a punishment. Washing is a punishment. Cooking is a punishment. Cleaning and being neat is a punishment. No. Do not use house chores as a source of punishment. There are ways you can correct a child's wrongdoing using the very skills that you expect the child to know as a way of what? Punishing the child. Also, as a parent, focus more on rewarding good behavior than punishing the child. Always you are looking for ways to punish the child because the child is not disciplined, because the child is disorganized, but the child is not neat or clean. So you are always looking for ways to punish the child. No. Instead of that, focus on rewarding good behavior. When you teach the child certain concepts in terms of cleanliness, in terms of organization, arranging things, and the child puts in effort to do that, reward the child, applaud the child, congratulate the child. As some children, their learning disability is about communication or language acquisition. Back to communicate very well. The parent can do to support that child is to always engaging the child in communication, talking with the child. Don't say my child doesn't talk. Leave the child to be on his own. No, encourage the child to talk. And also some technologies or gadgets out there that you can use to help the child to acquire language or communicate properly. Don't laugh at the child when he makes mistakes grammatically. Okay, when he makes grammatical errors, don't laugh at the child and use it as his name. Be teasing the child with it. One important thing parents can do for their children with learning disabilities is to learn to listen to them. as a parent, don't be the one always talking, complaining about your child's learning disabilities, but find ways to learn to listen to the child. Sit comfortably, listen to your child talk, ask them questions, how they feel. Let them talk about their emotions, pour out everything to you, their frustrations. When they come from school, learn to listen to some of their complaints in school, so that through that, you can, as a parent, you can also know how best to support them to learn very well in the house, so that you know that, okay, maybe the child is being bullied at school. That is why he's not what? Learning very well. That is why he's not performing well in this subject. Also, if you're a parent and by the grace of God you are schooled, you know how to read, engage your children in reading activities. If your child has reading problems, it's not just about the school. In the house, to engage the child in reading. You see, especially children before they start school age, those bedtime stories will also help them. It goes a long way to help them. While you engage the child in reading, also encourage the child to identify certain letters or words that are familiar or that sounds the same. You can also help the child with extra classes. Get a teacher or a professional who will come to the house at the appropriate time to come and help the child to study. But don't just leave it to the teacher. When children also realize that their parents have interest in their academics and they assist them to read, they assist them in doing their assignments, they assist them in learning, they also get encouraged to learn more. And sometimes in school, they find it difficult telling their teachers that I don't understand. If the teacher asks, do you all understand? Because all the other students are saying yes, sir, they will also say yes, sir. And even they find it difficult even going to the teacher after class to tell the teacher that I don't understand this. But when they come home, there's this kind of comfort, there's this kind of ease where they can approach their parents and say, mommy or daddy, what you are teaching me, I don't understand. Please go over. Also, when you are in the house cooking or doing house chores, engage them. You can use the things around them to teach them some vocabularies and some concepts. Do you get it? You are slicing vegetables, then you say V for vegetables. Encourage your children to play with writing. Get them certain things that they can write. Yes, that sometimes they'll be writing on your wall and all that. It's a way that they exercise their motor skills. In Africa, we play in the sun a lot. You can sit there and be writing in the sun and all that. Get them writing tools that will encourage them to write and play with it. Encourage them to play with friends. School, for instance, they will come into contact with a lot of children where they will be playing with. But in the house, especially before they will start school age, encourage them to play with friends. If you are staying at a place where there are no children there for the child to play with, then make it a point that at least once a week, take the child to children's park or where a lot of children are, so that the child can engage in play activities with them. Through that, the child will be able to communicate very well and acquire language. Also help them to grow cognitively or intellectually. Also encourage your children to listen to music. Music will help them to develop sense of rhythm. Do you get it? And some of the things you are even teaching them in the house, you can put them in music form or song form, in the form of singing, and they will learn it easily. There are a lot of videos or audios out there that teaches children rhymes, alphabet, and certain words, vocabularies out there. They are put in songs. You can get them so that the child can easily learn alphabet, reading, math concepts, and other areas that the child finds it difficult. So these are some of the steps. There are lots out there, but these are few ones I decided to share with you. You can also as well comment some of the things you know parents can do to assist their children at home, especially children with learning disabilities. Thanks so much for watching me. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Share this video for me so that someone can also learn. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.